Welcome to a muzzle chat with We Are One.
That's
What
me.
a freaking go.
My apologies. I'm just doing a test on the microphone. Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Man, I had a call right out the gate. It's already hectic. I don't know if you notice on your end with the recorder device we're using, but when a phone call comes in, everything just goes kind of mute.
Okay.
Yeah, you might. So at any point, if it gets quiet, you can't hear me.
Yeah.
Like I can't even hear myself through my own headset when that call comes through. So apologize to the listeners, and I apologize to you because you're a champion, you're a rock star. It's guys, listeners, I must let you know what this man does behind the scenes on all your behalf, because he's not doing all this research just for himself, as you could see with the multiple platforms he's created and the mega resources. I mean, Jiminy Crickets, on one of those channels since our last chat, you have posted 15 plus videos, I believe.
Yeah.
Like, you're a machine. You're accurate. You're absorbing all this information. And I absolutely love it because you've been, dare I say, you're more informed and tuned in than I am, because you're using a plethora of sources that I am not. You know, I only got so much time and bandwidth with what's happening over here. So there's different levels, but the reality of like future events, we really don't know till things are gonna play out. So I still want to sound like you have a lot of optimism right now, which is awesome. It's almost like you're the good cop, I'm the bad cop in this scenario. We were having this raw conversation before we just decided, let's hit the record button and have a real raw conversation. Because the reality, like my biggest struggle is what I'm physically, mentally dealing with, and with what I'm seeing with people around. So above all, I want to help improve people's mental state, physical state, emotional and spiritual state.
Yeah.
You know, and as long as we could do that, and in this information age, we start sourcing our information, we can take the appropriate precautionary steps to ensure our function, our health, our happiness, and that we're part of solutions versus getting caught up in the fear porn of things and being,
Exactly.
you
Agreed.
know, complicit with the problems. Yeah.
And I want to back up James's thoughts there as well. We are living in a world where we are given our information via the television, and the television is controlled by the dark forces. So you only get one narrative, which is fear, war, rumors of wars, and more fear. I wanted to create We Are One as a way of cutting through that narrative, that noise, that white noise of the TV, and give some positive aspects of this information war that we're all fighting. And the war is a spiritual battle between good and evil, and trying to wade through all of that junk and that white noise to get to the truth is really hard to do. I read daily reports since 2017 from a wide variety of sources, and to keep myself in my lane and to keep myself sane and to drive away the evil forces of negativity, the reports keep me on track and let me know that the good guys are winning, and they show me signs, and I can put the pieces together and see that, yeah, everything is working beautifully. The plan is working it's on track. The military's got everything under control. Even the alliance are putting themselves into position at the moment in certain areas on the earth, so that when the time comes to tell the world what's actually be going on via your mobile phones and the TV, it won't be so much of a shock. And I just wanted to share a few of those little snippets with us all today and see how we got on with it, see how you feel.
That's so interesting because I'm trying to grasp to the best of my ability, which these days seems very limited, everything you're touching on. And what's crazy, a lot of what you're touching on, I, I I'd rather all that be true, than it not be, but it is blowing up my kind of even my arguments that like not even arguments, like the alarms I wanted to sound on behalf of people
Mm,
because there's certain characters and things I wanted to touch on for individuals to really help open eyes because like even with some of the things you just shared, it's like a lot of people for whatever reason in one ear out the other,
uh-huh.
from the media sources and all the propaganda and levels of manipulation and fear porn they've been pushing,
Yeah.
and they're not willing to take the additional steps to source their information, like they haven't. So I've been maximally like trying to maximize the threat, or I don't know, expose it so people
Mm,
can it sinks in to where
yeah.
people take those additional steps. I don't. It's hard for me to articulate right now, but there's the information exists. So if it hasn't sunk in for you, like is there anything more important that folks can do right now than
Yeah.
source their information? I don't I can't think of a single thing more important than just that.
Yeah. I'm going to give you two links. I'm going to give you a Restored Republic via GCR update. Let me just do that first. Operation Disclosure, copy. This is today's report. I'm just going to ping that to you. And these links will be placed in the description box, we promise. But you get these on a daily basis, these reports, and it just keeps me up to date with what's
Mm.
going on in the world. And here's one of the parts of that report. A lot of people might not be aware of this, but there are now 27 states standing in solidarity with the great state of Texas and Governor Greg Abbott against the lawless Joe Biden. As you can see, there's a whole list from Wyoming all the way down to South Carolina. So that was one report that I wanted to discuss with the people.
Well,
And go
yeah.
ahead.
Well, on that report, on what the specific information that is covering, I want
Mm,
our listeners to actually think for a second. This is proof of the level of infiltration of our government bodies right here in the United States of America. If you could wrap your mind around this conversation piece alone in its entirety, it says it all. Because here
I tell
we
you what
have,
else. I tell you what else says it all as well.
yes.
These links that I'm going to provide in the description for our readers, listeners,
Hmm.
you can't get them anywhere else. You try and post them on Facebook, you get banned.
Mm,
So you know straight away you're over the target. If Facebook is
right.
blocking you from sharing this information, you know that you're over the target. So every single
Right.
link that I share will be banned
Mm,
on Facebook. Used to be banned on Twitter, X as well, but Facebook,
wow.
yeah, they block trying to share these links because the
Wow.
information held within these articles have got to be true. They have to be
See,
true.
right.
Not once of this company's never been
Yep.
sued either with the information that they've been sharing since 2017. I haven't
See,
found
with what you
one
just
piece of
stated right
evidence.
there, if, for any listener that's gathering some of their sources of information through Facebook, they're
Mm,
they're setting themselves up for a level of manipulation because
yeah,
there's a level of bias. They're withholding legitimate reporting and information that could change everything and that more than likely would change your
yeah,
whole
yeah.
view.
Yeah, yeah. I shared something funny earlier with my Facebook friends uh, because I'm annoyed with them blocking me every time. So I said, "Dear
Mm.
Facebook, stop asking me what's on my mind. We both know it's against community standards."
Uh, that's what. Hilarious.
So
So
basically, yeah,
well
Facebook
to
will
think
not,
on the
go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
oh, you're all right. I just before like you know what? Keep it to the Facebook. You were talking Facebook. Let's keep it there for now.
Yeah. You won't find this information on Facebook. You've got to look
Right.
around for it. Instead of you searching around, we'll stick the links in the description box. You'll have to
Right.
check the link on a daily basis because they give you daily reports. So the link that I give you will only be for today.
Oh wow.
Tomorrow's link will
Okay.
be completely different. But in fact, this is the best way I can do it. Just cut off. Let's just copy that part there. Copy. Yeah. And then you guys can just grab your daily reports. Thus,
Well,
there we go.
they're fighting hard. In fact, Aid, we're gonna need because I don't know why I'm using Zoom for this chat right now, but they have already
Oh,
blocked certain people from being able to use this. If we were more influential and had a
yeah.
bigger following with these very conversations and content we've already covered, I'd venture to say we ourselves would have already had problems and would have need to find other solutions for capturing these conversations.
Yeah, well, I'm investigating or researching StreamYard for
Yes, StreamYard. Uh-huh.
yeah
With the
for
duck icon. Yeah.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm going to research StreamYard and see if
Hmm.
that's going to be an improvement on things. But I found out today that Stripe, the people that provide me with my buy me a coffee every now and again.
Yeah.
I've been wondering where my coffee's been going. Well, today I found out that Stripe is owned by Jared Kushner.
Oh my gosh. I heard, yeah, Buy Me a Coffee stopped supporting and withheld thousands of dollars from
Yeah, I've
certain individuals. See, we need to sound the alarm on things like this because this in of itself, for those that it's just in one ear out the other, because we gotta effectively articulate and sound the alarm to where we're collectively supporting what we need to support that ensures a
mm,
better tomorrow and protects ourselves, and then and it's all community based. We got to share this information. We're not spewing falsehoods. We're literally sharing real experiences that are happening. And for those that just want to shrug it off because they themselves aren't being impacted, you gotta understand this level of tyranny, these type of tyrannical moves inevitably will, if left uncontested, will lead to everyone being impacted one way or another. And there's nothing conspiratorial about how they're trying to move all of this to even like the carbon tax and centralized currencies and things of that nature. That so it's
that
important.
was that was their plan. Yeah.
Was yeah. See, you've done research. Well, so and there's a few other things to be so uh GoFundMe, Chase Bank has actually done some things regarding it's the heavier hitters, it's so it's not that heard of, but
They're trying to pull all of
T-Mobile,
their resource. They're trying to pool all of their resources together to squash and quash people like you and I from getting the truth out.
yes,
But they've lost the battle because they've had certain organizations,
Aid, I'm curious.
media organizations to help the good guys.
Yeah,
So article providers such as Operation Disclosure Official and the parody sites such as oh, I can't remember the parody sites names at the moment, but
okay.
we've got Real Raw News and we've also got Real Raw News, DNR Chronicles, US Military News, Restored Republic. All of these are they're information sites, but some of them are known as parody sites. And if I was military, I would use a parody site to get information out there with. So I've got plausible deniability. Um, you can get away with saying certain things. It's the truth. You can get away with certain things. It might be the truth. It might be false. But
Mm,
if you, to those that know, they know the information. They know the information is true. This is why I don't get too bogged down with what could have been, because the bad side, the dark side, have already been arrested. As James has said, a lot of people don't know this. They've only got what
I don't even know all that yet. Hey.
they go by they go from the TV, so they've only got the TV to go from. But people like, I don't like saying people like me, because I'm nobody myself, but I do a lot of reading. I have done a lot of reading since 2017, and I'm kept up to date with things. I don't panic so much, because I know that we're on the cusp. I don't know whether I did share it earlier. The 27 states, everybody's clubbing together. Even the military's clubbing together across the earth. I'm just going to read this very quickly.
Well, here we are. Is what it is. It's not something ideally to do, but it must be done. Because the reality of this platform, Unmuzzled Chat, we are not going to conform and fall in line and be cowards to tyrannical platforms. So I'm so sorry to disrupt this episode. This is specifically for the YouTube crowd. An opportunity. We'd like to extend an invitation yet again to Rumble, a free speech platform. Come join us. We don't care your political views. We don't care your origins, all that freaking stats or whatever you want to freaking call it. Come join us. Have the conversations. View this episode and all further content in its entirety. There are bombshell episodes, like probably this one. You need to check this one and others out on Rumble. It's no secret. YouTube now has shown its colors. Freaking Nazi platform trying to control information, withhold information that could save lives. 100%. They don't care about you. They care about their funders and appeasing them. It's sad, but it just is the way it is. And I just sure hope through what I've even dealt with here, and many other patriots and many other people using this platform for truthful information and have been censored. It's just, when is enough? Okay? Let's stand strong now. Come join us. There's amazing content. We're going to get to the bottom of things. We want to find out what in fact is truthful and helpful for our mental states, our physical states, just our well-being in general. And we can't do it on this platform, unfortunately. Now, there's been whispers that maybe Elon will buy the YouTube, buy Facebook, and liberate it, similar to what has taken place on X, formerly known as Twitter. Is it perfect? Is everything perfect? No. But we, the people, can support the ones on our behalf, like just by our views, clicks, likes, and we must stand strong on this. I sure hope you see the level of importance here and that we can unite. Let's create this community. Join us. Come on the podcast. Comment. Let's get things rocking and rolling. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you over there. God bless you.